Hey, my fellow Dough Tribe. I wanted to share with you some super exciting ways to get new customers and your current customers using the wellness boxes and the wellness programs into their LRPs. So if you haven't watched the video already that I had Awesome do with my team where he goes over everything that's in these kits, watch it because I'm not going to go over all of the little fine details of this. But I'm going to tell you how to make sure that people understand the value and get them super, super excited. Okay, so first off, if you are not doing membership overviews, wellness consults, that is the first error that you're doing. I've done 4 since the beginning of this month on brand new customers that I enrolled, and every single one of them are buying at least one of the wellness programs. So let me tell you some tips on how I've done that. So the first way is honestly, book the wellness consults. If you're not doing them, you can't talk about it. You can't get people excited about it. You can't show them it. Now, I've had some people say to me, but Amanda, it's not the same. When we're doing it in person, they get to smell things and they get to get excited about different things. Don't let that be your barrier. Let that be your strength. With social media now, with the ability to be able to do videos just like this, with the ability to be able to do Zoom, and everyone comfortable with Zoom, jump on a Zoom call. Don't ever just do a wellness consult by the phone because you don't get to show them things. You don't get to go over the experience. And then I always just tell them it's going to take about 45 minutes because they're going to have lots of questions, but we're going to come up with, and this script is in the Elise Chedevy stuff, but we're going to come up with a customized wellness plan for morning, noon, and night. We're going to go over the oils you have and how to bring them into a routine and see what other things you might be missing from your life or what other things you may want to replace in the upcoming months. So after I go through all of their oils, guys, use the Live Guide. So when I have people on Zoom, I have this already open. It's in your back office. And I share my screen and I go through the Live Guide. I help them understand the value in some of the other products. Then I get them super excited and I pull up a graphic with all of the kits. And I make sure I have kits. If you don't have kits yet, guys, you need to order them. How are you going to get someone excited about this if you can't show them this super cool bag? If you can't physically open it or go in here and see the code and see everything that's in there? You need to have the kits in hand. And yes, you may not be in person, but it's still super valuable to be like, oh my God, look at this. Feel this, it's super strong, and tell them where you take it. I would use this when I go away because it's compactable, it's easy to pack things in, and then you can go through everything that's in there. So what I tend to do before the wellness consult is I look at something that I know that they're going to leave and I need, in their life, and I focus on pretty much one of the wellness kits primarily, right? So let's say everyone's super stressed. So if you don't know what they're going through, you need to ask and you need to jot things down and remember things about people. But most people are stressed. Most people are worried about immunity. So you can kind of knock those 2 off pretty easy. So if I were to do, so I'll use the example of the one I did this morning. I know that she's stressed. She talked about buying the adaptive capsules. So after I went through the whole Live Guide, talked about her needs, her wishes, her wants, her wellness goals, she wanted adaptive capsules. So how do you think I sold this kit, guys? I went in and told her that the price of just the adaptive capsules on their own is like $41 Canadian, something like that. Sorry, $41 US from the Canadian warehouse. And then I told her this kit is $79.50. Hello, value. So I'm like, not only do you get the adaptive capsules, which you're going to love and use and you want anyways, you're also going to get a really cool travel deodorant. And I make jokes, right? I'm like, guys, I know we're not traveling, but this is super cute to just throw in your purse when you're on the go. And then I talk about the bag, but I'm like, a 15 ml bottle of Balance. Hello. When you have needing those grounding moments, I teach them how to use it in meditation first thing in the morning. The 3x3 is things that I've been teaching my team forever. And then you get the adaptive roller. So I have had all 4 people, it doesn't matter what kit it is, go, oh my God, why would I not buy that? So then they're like, okay, tell me about the program. So that's when we go through the program. So after I've explained that and sold this, right? So that's the key part. Sell this part first, kit number 1. If you're in Canada, same thing. You're selling one of those kits out of the, it's not immune support, really, I don't know, whatever they're called in Canada. You're going to sell one of them. You're going to make them super excited about one of them. or all of them. And then you're going to tell them this is how it works. So you're going to get this in your first month, and you help them put it in their cart right now. You stop sharing your screen, or you get them to share their screen, teach them how, and say, let's log in. So now you're going to show them, and you're going to authenticate their account, do all of that stuff. And you're going to say, so this is how loyalty rewards works. Explain it. Super simple. Don't go into too much detail. Explain the pros of it. I really just tell them, like, guys, it's so exciting to get so many products for free. When you just shop at Whole Foods or Walmart or whatever, and you buy your shampoo, you buy your toothpaste, you buy your, deodorants, do you get anything for free? And they're like, well, no. Like my credit card points. I'm like, so what if I told you you could get not only your credit card points, but your shipping points and at least 10% back? And they're like, really? So get them excited about that part of the LRP. Tell them about it, have them set it up, pick a date, go through it, add this kit. So for example, the Mind and Mood kit, add this kit to their cart. So if you're in Canada, I know some people in the back of their heads are like, oh, but people don't want to order from the US. Okay, so here's my big thing with that. Guys, every other company charges duty and taxes when they're a US company. So I'm like, guys, it's so amazing what doTERRA does for us Canadians. First of all, we not only get to order out of the Canadian warehouse, so you have this kit, we also get to order out of the US warehouse, and we don't pay duty and we don't pay tax. We just pay $12 shipping, but you get $12 back into your cart. That's a free lemon oil just for shipping one thing out of the US. And then I tell them I always ship out of the US. And for me, and if you guys don't know this, I have a credit card that I use it for all my US purchases, where the exchange rate is the exchange rate. There's no added fees or anything like that. So tell them about a credit card like that. Or they're just happy to get the credit card points. So show them all, go through that, put it in their cart. So now they're super excited. They're like, yes, I'm going to get this. Talk about the PV points. Look at the add-ons, because that's amazing. So like the diffuser, the extra adaptive capsules. So honestly, I've had all 3 of the people that got this kit in the last, since this started, all added an extra thing of adaptive capsules, because they're like, well, there's only 30 in here. And there's 31 days in October. So I definitely need one more. And then they're like, and my husband's going to need some, and my child's going to need some. And so I know we're going to go through these, and I might use more than one in a day. So, and talk about that. If they don't think of that, ask them and be like, you're getting it at such a discount. It makes so much sense to be able to get these extra capsules. And even if you just put them on hold for now and, whatever. So go through that. So now their cart's set up, you save it or you process it now, whatever you want to do with them. I know my people right now are like, I need to get it. That's so super exciting. But if they just enrolled at the end of the month, they might want to wait, a little bit or till payday or whatever and let the LRP just process. So now I talk about how the next months work. And I get them so excited about what's in the kits first. So I go over the kits and I'm like, oh, look at the value, look at this. Talk about how you could use it for Christmas gifts or how you could, divide it up. And if someone just had a baby or a friend or whatever, just all, especially now with Christmas, right? So I go through that. I love the US kits because I'm cheesy. I love the tongue scraper. I love the things that you just can't buy. So I focus on that too. I'm like, look, there's a tongue scraper in the immunity one. And then the hand sanitizing wipes, I'm like, you get to try them before you buy a whole box. So then you start to go through and then you're like, and here's the amazing thing. So when you have your first order come through, automatically doTERRA puts kit number 2 in your cart. Now let's pretend, and I say this, I'm like, in November, we know the holiday items are going to come out. So you have the choice. This is how amazing doTERRA is. You can go into your cart and you can remove kit number 2. If you found that you maybe spent already $300 because you bought all the holiday items or you needed more vitamins or whatever. And then when you put it back in your cart, and when it shows up back in your cart, you then go to month 2 or kit number 2. So if that ends up being in December that you go to kit 2, how awesome is that you can actually customize and wait until you're ready to get that next kit? And they're like, really? It doesn't just automatically show up. So give excitement. Don't just be like, so this is how it works and da, 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 da. That's boring. So, and then when you're face to face, as you guys can see, even my expression, right? Like when you're face to face with them, you're like, it is so unreal that they do this. Like, look at, you get to customize your own cart. How many wellness kits or wellness boxes that get delivered to your home, or food boxes, whatever it is, do you actually get to customize and pick and choose what you want and still get a cool, amazing deal? None of them. And let them answer. They're like, yeah, not that many. Normally they tell you what you have to have in it. I'm like, yeah. So this, you get the, and if anyone wants to figure out the actual like savings, because math's not my thing, but if you want to figure out the actual savings, and you can be like, so you save this amount per kit, you get that. And then you get to pick and choose when you want to put it like in your cart and when you want to maybe hold on it. And then I just remind them about each kit. So even if they just want the kit, they automatically are over 50 PV. So they're going to be at 10%. So by the time they're done 3 months of a kit in a row, or not in a row, but whatever, 3 months in a row, they're bumping up to 15%. So then if they started the next kit, by the time they're done all 3 kits, they're going to be so much further ahead in their loyalty rewards points. So that's the way that it's been working for me. Now, that's for new customers. So your current customers are no different. Go live in your private groups. Talk about it. Book wellness consults with people that, maybe aren't on Facebook or you haven't talked to in a while. I know some people are sending out postcards with like just the information of being like, this is really cool. doTERRA's got this, right? Talk about it when you get your kits. So if you don't have them yet, when you get them, showcase them, show them. When you get your number 2 kit, go through it with people. Be like, oh my God, I'm giving this one to my aunt. I'm doing this one for my best friend. She really needs this in her life. Talk about the different ways to be able to use the kits as well. The other and last thing is, especially for people that are not on social media. So we all have those people that don't want to be on Facebook, don't want to be on any sort of social media. So I find that sometimes they miss out on that education, or, we skip them. We go through all the stuff and great things that are going on in doTERRA land. And I know myself, I sometimes miss those people and don't send them a quick note or a text message or a phone call or an email. And so they've gotten the email from doTERRA, hopefully. But how amazing is it to be able to just book those consults with them, get on a Zoom call, go through it all with them, and get them excited. Get them to see the value. And then the thing that they typically miss is that education. Well, doTERRA is doing it all for you. You get the code on, I don't know if that's it, but the code on the bottom or on the inside. The code on the inside, I haven't ripped mine yet. The code on the inside that you get to share, and then there's recipes. Inside, you also get all this information on how to use the Mind and Mood kit, or how you use each of the products in those kits. Hello, you don't even need to send them an email. They get it. They can start using it. So just remind them that all that stuff's there and there's huge benefits to it. So that's it. I think it's amazing. I think if we are not taking advantage of this, we are working way, way too hard. If we are not taking advantage of this amazing benefit, and we know that this program is going to grow. Austin was talking on my call that this is just the beginning, right? So if people are actually diving into it and people are using it, they're going to expand it. They're going to make it bigger. They're going to do more things and elaborate on more targeted areas. If that happens, or when that happens, and your customers are already purchasing these, they already saw the value in it, the next time the next one comes out, you're probably not going to need to educate them on it. They're probably going to be like, oh my God, I need this. This is amazing. The last ones were awesome. So think about that as you're also looking at retention and volume and, hitting your consistent ranks day in and day out and over, and that volume just continuing to grow. That's it. I hope it helped you. If you have any questions, just ask. I don't think I missed anything, but, and as we learn and grow, and as you guys maneuver through this, share what's working for you. Make sure your team knows what's working for you so they can continue to do those things that you're doing that are working. Enjoy your day, guys.